Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, it's my first garden year. I got started late in the year with my garden bed, getting them made and everything, so I didn't really expect to grow much in the garden. But I have eaten tomatoes, cucumbers, jalapeno peppers, banana peppers, and I got watermelon growing now too. And I plan on doing a lot more. I'm doing a lot of studying whenever I get off my lazy butt. But I want to introduce to you this adapter thing for my weed eater to show you how great it is. It's called Ugly Head from Shakespeare. This is what it looks like at Lowe's. Looks like a little star, like a ninja throwing star thing. And it has these little round things with two eye openings. You stick both ends of the cord that comes with it into those eye openings, and the eye opening grabs it right there. And when the weed eater spins around, there's three of these line holders that spin around in a straight line and just beats the hell out of all the weeds and grass. Again, here's what it looks like on the front. Now I'm going to round off how much this stuff cost me. 28 bucks for this at Lowe's when I got it. There's a www.yardgear.com at the bottom of this. I don't even know what it's for. Fits most models. Here, I'll put this up on the screen so you can read that. I don't even know if you can read it or not because my screen's hard to read out here because of the sun. Anyway, I'll move it around a little bit. Anyway, this comes with bolts and nuts to basically adapt to your weed eater. Mine's a gas-powered weed eater. Now, everything I have here is brand new, even the weed eater. Because I've never needed a weed eater before. I tried buying one for 20 bucks from my neighbor. It's a Homelight SC80. It worked great, but I didn't get the oil mixture right or something. So it starts when it wants to. I've changed the spark plug, put in dielectric grease, all that stuff. And anyway, I bought the adapter thing because it was working at the time. But when I got the adapter, this Ugly Head, when I got it didn't want to work. Well, it turns out this Ugly Head doesn't want to fit on that Homelight, not on the one I had. And it has the name on the box. Anyway, I bought a brand new Bowen's weed eater at Lowe's for $65. 25cc Bowen's. Let's see if I can get this in there. Dang it. Sorry. Anyway, it's a brand new one. 40-to-1 ratio on the oil. Gas mixture thing. Anyway, here's the instruction sheet for installing it. All you basically do is take off your old head. You get this plastic adapter thing. So you stick a bolt or a nut in. If your weed eater needs a bolt, you stick the bolt through there if you find the right one. And here's the back. Here's the actual front. So shows you the parts list. I'm going to show you how well this thing works. I have weed eated with the same strings and everything for about 40 minutes down my yard. I'm getting everything everywhere I can. Now to the heavy stuff. Okay, this comes with 0.095 line. Well, my weed eater, when I bought it brand new, the same day as I bought this stuff, it came with 0.08 line. And it says to use that, with the head that came with it. Well, I took that head right off. I wasn't going to use it. I wasn't even going to try. So I want to try this adapter thing. So I don't want to mess with the winding the spool because I tried that with my old weed eater, the one I bought for 20 bucks. Here's the line I bought for 40 feet. Now it says has like 4 refills. So I'm assuming about 10 feet is what you're supposed to have in the thing for the other weed eater. This one, it don't matter. The adapter comes with this same line, but in this length. I don't know how long that is. I haven't measured it yet. My best guess is 10 inches. Anyway, I don't want to run out of these, so I'm not going to use any more of these. I got an extra, like 2 sets of these after I put on the set that came with it and the thing. So all I'm going to do is, whenever I need it, get out my Ugly Head line, the thing, and just, nip it off, and there we go. I might just do that all together, just do the whole doggone line like that. I'll put all that down. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is to show you how great it is. I know my weed eater is the best one in the world right now because it's brand new. Same as yours. If it's brand new, it's the best one in the world. Ain't nothing going to go wrong with it if you did everything right. Well, when the line comes out and messes up on you on the spool, it's a pain in the butt. And you know how quickly those things wear out? Well, like I said, I've been mowing for I've been weed eating for at least 40 minutes. And this line is almost the same length as when it's brand new, when I stuck it in there. That's what it looks like when it's on there. Spins around. Now I'm going to point the camera. Let's just tall brush stuff, and you'll see how well this stuff cuts it down, and the line is still good. I don't have to replace it. I'm guessing my line will last me 2-3 years, the amount that I bought, if not more. Here we go. I'll try zooming in on that area. It's been a while since I've used the camera, so I'm not sure how well I'm doing with adjusting it and stuff. There. Okay. That stuff got wrapped around it, which I didn't care because I've experienced it before. My line still really good. Awesome. And when you know you're going to the big stuff, I get close to it and I start cutting it down like you would a knife. You know, scrape it off a sliver at a time. This thing will just go right through it in like 3 seconds. You let it fall, then go on to the next one. I know it's not made like that, made for that, but oh well. Found some stuff that was too big, too thick. It's basically just scraping the skin off, but look at this. And the line, I haven't had to replace it at all. And check out all this stuff I'm going to be cutting down. I mean, just get out of here, horsefly. I'm going to cut all this down with the weed eater. I'll let you guys watch. Yeah. And why would you want to get this product? I mean, why am I making a video about it? It's because I've experienced with my $20 weed eater how horrible it is to have to put on new line, have the line not come out. When you put the new line in, as soon as you let go of it, it goes all the way inside the spool and you got to take it back out again. No more problems with that. I'm really happy. I've spent, without the tax part, I spent $105 on a weed eater, the Adapter.Avi head thing, and the new line. And I imagine this will last me for at least 5 years. Oh man, it's great. Yeah. The trick with this, to get the maximum amount of work out of it without much work out of you, is when you get to the tall stuff, raise this up. I'll keep it up like that. Here we go. Raise it up, go to the tall stuff, and with it on full power, come down over it. And it makes a big old chopping circle that it cuts it all down. So I'm doing this wave pattern on this tall stuff, and it cuts it down up here, here, just gets it all cut down. If you just cut down here at the bottom, the stuff wants to fall over, because it's so long and big, and there's so much of it, it wants to tangle up on the head. Whether it's this kind of weed eater or some other kind of weed eater with a different head. So if you go up and down over the big stuff, be surprised at how much you get cut down with a little effort. Oh, man. When you thought you got the headshot in there. There we go. What is that, a frog on my shirt? Nope, string. Again, I want to say a few other things. This is an awesome product. I will never buy a weed eater that doesn't have this attachment if I can't buy the attachment itself. I probably won't have to buy one for a very long time. I'm looking at my heads now. The strings are still just fine. It's a tiny bit shorter than before. I mean, very tiny bit shorter. When you go out here and weed eat, make sure you have your safety glasses on. And if I tilt this thing to the left, then it shoots everything off that way, to the right. If I have it down to the right, then it shoots everything up in my face. If I come down level, then when stuff falls over, it wants to slap me in the face. So, stuff might get you in the eyes if you don't have your safety glasses on. Also, earplugs. Get them, use them. Man, you think having your wife yell at you is a pain? That was the smallest thing. Imagine having that sound the whole time you're weed eating. Oh, man. Honestly, I don't see how I could do this weed eating without earplugs. I don't want to lose my hearing. Now, my garden is very overgrown, but I had to get my yard tackled first. And I've tackled about 80% of it. The rest of it I'll tackle in a little while. I'm going to cool off for a little bit. But one more look at this product. Go to the store. Get this product. They're not paying me yet. I hope they do. There we go. They're not paying me to say anything about this product. I just want to do videos and stuff of products that I like or dislike and let everybody know about it. And I've shown you the reason why I love this thing. On this instruction sheet, this thing here on the front, you have, wow, 3, 6, 8 times 3. You got 23 weed eaters on here, and one other says others, you got to call them. It tells you which instruction part to follow, part 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And on mine, because it's a Bowen's, I have a curved shaft, so instruction number 3. And instruction number 3, right here, basically said just take off the head, And put on the adapter thing. I mean, the ugly headed adapter thing. Tighten it down. That's it. That's all I had to do. I checked for my bolt first to make sure the bolt they have like over a dozen bolts and a dozen nuts. Well, probably 6 bolts and a dozen nuts to use. But nuts are different widths, so are the bolts on different threads and stuff. I tested all of the bolts to see which one's the best one to go in there. And once I discovered which one it was, and it worked great, and I put it all together. And I just know it's my first day of using it, and I love it to death. Oh man, the amount of work I did in my garden with the other weed eater equaled about 4 hours of work. And then when I finally got the proper line on it, because I didn't have the proper line on it, which I didn't know until later, it took me 20 minutes of work to do the 4 hours of work over there. But that was just a straight shot without much to do. And then it stopped working, so then I had to get this weed eater. And I swear I will never go to another kind of weed eater head on again. Now, you might be asking, well, can I use this on an electric weed eater? You know what? I was thinking the same question over and over again in my head. And I wanted to look it up right away just now and tell you, but I completely forgot until just now, so I just finished putting my line back in there. And I'm going to check and see. I'm going to check and see if the... I'm going to cut this in a little while, but I'm going to check this. On other trimmer heads, strings exit head is fixed point bending until they break, but the ugly head's patented pivoted design allows the line to absorb shock-reducing line wear and virtually eliminate broken lines. Virtually. Okay, if you have any questions, you can call this number, the customer service number. There we go. Right above my finger. 866-212-7466. Now, I'm looking on here. There we go. It doesn't say anything about electric ones, but it says fits 99% of all gas trimmers. Doesn't say anything about electric yet. Nope. I'll show this to you one more time so you can look for yourself. You can pause the video and check. Wow, I almost got that to fit in the screen perfectly. There we go. Wow, 18-minute video. Whew. Haven't done one of those in a while. And on the back, now, what comes in here is the bolts, the nuts, the line they give you, and the instruction sheet, and this cap, this black cap. Part of the instruction sheet you're going to use on one of your gas line trimmers. And I bought this separately for like, I think it's like $3.65. But this thing was $28, $27.95 or something. I know it's $28 before tax. Okay, my Bowen's weed eater, I love it. I mean, it's brand new. It's the first time I use it. But I did learn that when I ran out of gas earlier, well, I didn't run out. I got real low. I mean, super low. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to fill up the fuel and give me a drink of water. I did that. I had laid this, when I got back to fill it back up, I laid it on its side like you're supposed to. Fuel tank's pointed up. Took out the cap, filled it up, closed the cap back up, turned it over, and tried starting it like the instructions say to do. And it wouldn't start. I'm like, yeah, because I had it on its side. So the amount of time it took me to finally get started was probably like 30 seconds to a minute to get it to finally run. And I assume that if I would have just let it sit there for a minute, then it would have ran like it's supposed to. Okay, unless your tree branch thing is about that big around, you should be able to cut it and then let it fall over and move it out of your way. Otherwise, if it's much thinner than that, you just start from the top, just cut it. Just one big old whoop. And this thing is powerful. I love this thing. It's sweet. Now, the line, when I had it in there and I had it all perfect and everything, and I started it up, when I expanded it out, it looked like it was very, very close to the guard. And I'm like, well, cool, you know, because the reason why I'm telling you this is when I had it in there and I didn't have it started, and I pulled it out, you know, I stretched it out to see how close to the guard it was. It looked like I could use another inch or two on each line, you know, each side of the line. But I thought, no, they have it measured this way for a reason. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'll find out later if it works. Well, it works great. I'm not changing the line length. So, you get this. 0.095. I assume the 0.080 would work, because they do have that there as well. They have the two choices, 80 or the 95. And it's the yellow. It's triangular in shape when you look at it. And, I thought they showed a picture on here of the triangular in shape. Anyway, oh, here it is. Above my finger where the .95 is, that's the shape of the wire. It cuts everything down. I just love this thing. And I hope you love it too. Please comment saying whether or not you got this and tried it. Remember, you can get your money back if it doesn't work good for you. And I don't see why it wouldn't, unless you have a really crappy weed eater. But anyway, please leave a comment and tell your friends. I love this thing. I wish someone could tell me about it. When I asked the guy at Lowe's about it, would this work on my $20 weed eater I just bought? And I told him how it was a home light and it was on here. And I asked him for any reviews or anything. He said it was new. It's brand new. So no one really had any response about it yet. So I just want to let you know, you gotta have this adapter. This is awesome. No more winding on the string, putting it in there, and then the string gets sucked in because you wind it too tight or too loose. No more. You get up to something, and you're cutting it, and all of a sudden you hear wee, because there's no more string in there to get caught on anything. So the engine's going full force. You're like, oh man, now I got rethread the line. I've done approximately from back to back of doing everything, I'd say 45 minutes of work with this, and the ends have cut down a little bit. I'd say probably half an inch to an inch, and you see how long it was, and it's still good. I mean, back saving effort. Oh man, I left the cucumber out here. Oh man, I gotta check that, see if it's still good. Back saving effort, less work, oh so much less work, and less worries. You can just go out. I'm gonna go out and weed eat the yard. Get the weed eater started. That's your only problem. Make sure you get weed eater started. Make sure you have plenty of fuel in it. Go out there and just cut everything down. Cut it all down, and you're good to go. So you have to get out the lawnmower. Anyway, this is John in Lawrenceville. I hope you enjoyed the video because I love making it. And if I can find something else to show you about this weed eater, I will. It's awesome. Awesome. Oh, one other thing. My $20 weed eater, the fuel came out of the handle, and that's where it goes at. I ain't going to show it to you. Anyway, I don't know about brand new weed eaters nowadays, but this one here doesn't stink of fuel at all. So I think I'll leave it in my house once it's cooled off. I'll leave it inside my house so nobody can steal it unless they break in my house. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Bye.